But this is the first date. Okay, so I'll restart at the top. Okay, my first date with the future Mrs. Bias, Shatai.
Is it Mrs.? I thought it was Miss.
Miss. I mean, it's the same thing.
I don't think it's the same thing.
It's the same thing in my head.
Is Mrs. divorced?
No, you don't. You lose the last name.
You lose the last name.
Yeah, you don't get the same person's you divorce last name.
What's Ms.?
Miz, I think it's just when you're younger and you.
I thought he was on WWE.
Oh, that is the Miz. You're a dork. But this is our first date. So our first date, I pick her up. We're going out, and in the car, when I first pick her up, she's super quiet, and it's
Quiet?
Yeah, because she doesn't know me like that.
Okay, so what you said before was that you guys you knew of her in high school.
Yes.
And you had a crush on her.
Yes.
But you were really quiet to yourself.
Yes.
You weren't really doing like
I wasn't me yet.
Okay,
I didn't have my glow up. I really didn't.
Glow up.
I literally was
You're shiny.
I was like a 5'2", 100-pound soaking wet guy.
Okay.
So I really didn't feel.
Gotcha. And she left
confident.
before you started meeting
Yes.
that guy.
So we get back. We meet up, and I'm like, okay. I'm talking to her, and I'm trying to start every conversation. I'm trying to get something out of her, and
Right.
because, first like 20 minutes in the date, if it's awkward, it could stay that way for a long time. It
kills
can
the date.
kill everything.
You have to. It's like the hook.
Yes, you got
You gotta catch them right away.
It's like
course.
21 questions right off rip. You're like,
sure.
boom, 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 just trying to keep a conversation.
Or humor at least. Try to keep them. Or if you're doing something interesting, that can kind of immediately.
Yes.
I went on a first date recently and took a girl to a wedding, and so the first half hour we're watching my friend from high school, start the rest of his life.
Oh my God. That's how you serenade somebody.
Yeah, first day, I met her an hour before, and we spent an hour picking out a card and just kind of small talking there. And then now we're into the date. We get there, we're dressed up, and oh look, this is my close friend. I know him. And look, oh, they're starting their life together. Look how beautiful they are. Oh, she's coming out. She's gorgeous. Oh my God, they're falling in love, and she obviously can't help herself. She puts her head on my shoulder. She's like, "This is so nice." Locked in. That's caught a hook, guys.
Yeah.
That's what's caught a hook.
What you just did was you're like, this could be us. Let's
Right away.
right away.
Don't fuck it up.
Oh, that's actually probably a genius first date. I should have thought of that one.
It's got music, dance, food,
Oh, dude.
open bar.
Oh, that's everything
Romance
you ever
in the
need.
air? Yeah,
Romance is already like
It's easy.
brewing.
It's easy. She couldn't get enough of me. But that's another dad conversation.
But with that being said, this one I'm shooting off rapid questions. We're in the car. So finally we get on a thing where it's just getting interested, and now she's talking back to me. So we're just normal conversation.
Sure.
And then it gets deep out of nowhere. She goes, "What makes you who you are?" And maybe you guys don't know this, but at that time I was Christian, and yes, I wasn't. I'm still am. I'm 100% am. Okay. The things I've seen in my life will never change, so I'm always going to be a Christian no matter what.
For sure.
So at that time, I wasn't practicing because I had a lot of anger and a lot of things going in my heart. But deep down in my core, what makes me who I am is I was a Christian and I follow God. So I tell her, I was like, "Hey, I hate this I hate this question. This question always ruins stuff for dates. But I'll just be honest. I'm a Christian. I've always
It's a bit
been.
tougher now to find.
It is. It's extremely. So I flat out tell her right off rip that I'm a Christian. Meanwhile, we're heading to a bar. So now I look super hypocritical. But I told her flat out, I was like, I'm a Christian at heart, but I'm not practicing and I'm not following.
You got a lot going on.
I have a lot
in
of
your
little
life at the
anger.
moment.
Yep, I had a lot of going on.
Of course.
She says, "You know what? I'm actually a Christian too. I have a lot going on right now. I'm not practicing." So it was like we almost a similarity, but there's so many branches of Christianity that it's like there's still a lot of different things.
It's also one of those where like kind of like put your own mask on first. Kind of, you have to get yourself in order before you can. Yeah.
Yes. So and so
Gotcha.
I was like, you know what? Now I'm curious though because before this we already talked about pretty much having a one night stand because that's kind of what the deal was. Like we were both getting out of a long term relationship. We were just going to have a one night stand.
Sure.
But
You laid it out ahead of time.
Yeah, we knew, but I'm also one of those people. I need to know who you are.
We knew.
We knew
what
what was in the plot.
Okay.
But
For sure.
So I tell her, or at that time I tell her I'm a Christian, and she goes, "I'm a Christian too." And in my mind, being raised Christian and learning a lot about the Bible, there's a scripture that says uneven yolks can't be yoked together, which, if you don't know what that means, it's a quick summary. Pretty much, if
Uneven
you...
yolks?
Yes, yolks.
Like egg yolks?
Pretty much. I'm not even joking. It's pretty much like that, but it's like, if you are not a Christian, you can't be with a non-Christian, because your guys is... When it comes down to your core beliefs, you guys will never be mates.
Okay.
So that's
Uneven
what it
yolks
pretty much
can't
it
be
is.
Yoked together.
They can't be yoked together.
So you're at the time, you're this one yoke.
Yes, I'm thinking I'm a Christian.
She's
and
a different
not.
yoke.
I didn't think she was going to be.
And you
a
guys
Christian.
can't yoke together.
Yeah, we can't. So I
It
thought
sounds like Smurfs, the way they're using their language.
the Bible is very, very, very far-fetched in the English definition.
You're this one guy Smurf.
Yep, she's Smurfette.
She's Smurfette.
Yes.
And there's no Smurf in between you two.
There's no Smurfs in between us. There's no Smurfing way. But with that being said,
I'm sorry if I'm offending anyone with that.
But honestly, that's what I get a lot of people
your core
from
beliefs.
non-Christians with it. But when it comes to core beliefs, but now in my mind, when she says she's a Christian,
it's actually kind of beautiful the way they phrase it.
Hey, we might be actually even yokes, but you know what? Our denomination has to be different. There's no way she's the same as me. So I was like, hey, what denomination are you then? Expecting her not to know what that means, because usually if you're deep in usually you don't know your denomination unless you're deep in your faith. Denomination. But she goes, I'm Pentecostal, which if you don't know, that's a branch of Christianity. That's what I am.
I'll be honest, I didn't know what denomination was either.
Yeah, most people don't.
At least within a religion.
Unless you're super practicing it, or you it's like on your church, you usually don't know. So when she says that, I was like, oh man, that's actually me too. So now in my head, I'm like, if this date goes well, I don't know what I'm going to be able to do, because that's kind of that was my escape for every one night stand that I was going to do was, hey, we can't be evenly yoked. So I'm already thinking.
That's like your get out of jail free card.
That was my get out of jail free card. No joke. That was my ace in the hole, because even if my mind was going to trick my heart, and my mind was going to be like, this could be something, my heart would be like, nah, she's not a Christian. It can't work.
Maybe this is the pessimist in me.
Nope.
Right. But it kind of sounds like you're an asshole for that.
Oh, 100%.
Let's say these girls do fall for you.
Let's just,
and they're like, wow, that was such a great day. He treated me so well. He was asking great questions. Everything worked out.
I always laid out
the coitus.
Nope. I always
was on point.
It was no.
And the next morning, he just texts me, sorry, we're uneven yokes.
No. So
I never heard from him again.
I would never text that. Second off, I always lay it down before the first date what I expect. I'll be honest, that's who I am. I'm an upfront guy. So that's how I've always done it. But how I've always defended myself on doing that was, hey, we can't be together because this. Well, when she says that, I'm like, man, if this date goes good, then there could be something. So we go in, and I'm like, okay, this date, if it goes good, I have to be like, bail out. Like, I gotta go. So we get into this place our first date. I'm not giving any names, but we go to this place. Any place. If you watch the first episode ever, which if you haven't, you should go back and get that. It's probably episode 0.
Yeah, we're gonna call it episode 0.
So it's our pre-launch. If you go to that, you'll hear the name of the place. So if you go to,
why can't we say the place?
Well, we can. It's Corky's, but but I wanted them to get another view on that 0 if they couldn't remember.
Corky's place.
Corky's place in Lakewood. So we go there. Great spot. Karaoke's amazing. So we go there, and we're having a conversation, and one of her friends come through, which is a guy. We didn't know that they were going to go to the same place. They coincidentally met.
Oh, just by chance.
Yeah, by chance. And he had a date. So now all of a sudden it becomes a double date.
Okay. I'll be honest. I love double dates. Within when you're already in a relationship and you already know the other couple. So double date for the first date.
It's rough.
It's a bit tough. How does she know this guy?
School. But not our school where that we first met. It was at school before.
Different
middle
school. Middle school.
Yeah. So
way in the past.
Way in the past.
She's known him forever.
Forever.
So it's like you're trying to get to know her. Now there's another guy there, and I'm not insinuating anything. But he clearly knows a lot about her.
And I'm telling you right now, if I wasn't there, he was definitely interested in her. You know what I mean? Like, if you ask
Yeah.
me, that's what I. But maybe I'm.
That's
just a
us as
guy.
guys. That's us as
us
guys. For
But
sure.
with that being said,
We're stupid. We
we're
don't
stupid.
know.
Yeah.
You know.
Jealousy gets the best of us.
Listen.
But with that being said,
Come on, dads. We know.
we know. So we started talking, but it still was going great.
Sure.
To the point where I thought I had a
You guys were
sign.
evening out. You guys
Yeah.
were evening out.
Well-
These yolks were starting to match up.
They were, but I thought I had a pass. So I thought she was trying to get me to kiss her. So
Okay.
seeing this opportunity, I go to take it. When I go to take it, she skirts me. I was like,
Wow.
"Oh, is she not feeling me now?"
You tried to kiss her on the first date?
What
What kind of Christian are you?
I move fast. But hey,
Listen,
my life don't stop for nobody.
non-practicing
Non-practicing.
is just a way of getting out of.
Dude, I was in a dark place. No, at that time, I would have kissed anybody in the first date. But I went to kiss her, and when she skirted me, I was like, maybe she's not feeling me. And I was like, you know what? That's cool. Maybe my like,
Your yolks.
or maybe I said something that turned her away.
Yolks were looking a little lopsided there.
But I still continue this date. I still continue this date.
Of course.
I swear.
So it wasn't like, it didn't ruin it.
No, it didn't ruin it.
It just made it like, oh, okay, maybe I just a bit too fast. Did you address it?
No. So what I decided to do,
Put it in the past. We don't need to talk about our feelings.
I go to
Just telling you guys now.
I go to the bar and I go to get drinks for us.
Okay.
And I get drinks and I put it down and she goes, you know, I have to use the restroom. So at this time, the dude also was already gone talking. So his girl and me, two strangers, sitting by each other. His girl starts talking, not girl, but potential girl, maybe, I don't know. But she starts talking to me.
His date.
Yeah, his not even date. They were just meeting up as well. It was just like me and Shatai, but it's dumb. So
No, but you were on a date. You
yeah,
made it clear.
I made it clear.
He did.
He didn't. They said they were friends that were talking. So who knows?
Still a date.
It's still a date. Thank you.
Still a date.
I agree. I agree with our studio audience.
Guys love to come up with ways of getting out of commitments.
Dude, I
swear to God.
I think guys are afraid
Why don't they just call it a date?
because
Right.
you could get turned down on a date. But if it's just a friend's date, you won't get turned down.
Okay, well then stop turning us down.
That's what I'm saying.
All right? Stop turning us down. We're just afraid of rejection. That's why.
Dude.
That's why everything's casual to us.
Maybe, and that's why
Can't
our
get
jealousy
rejected
comes
if
in.
it never happened in the first place.
Yep.
Big cat. Still a date.
I'm telling you. So, this girl and I'm sitting across from each other, and in my mind, I'm like, she's not feeling me, but
The friend or
the
date?
girl. I thought my date Shatai wasn't feeling me.
Okay, the friend.
So
the friend of the guy.
the girl.
The
The
girl.
friend's date.
The friend's date
The friend's date.
Date.
was
Date.
Yeah, date.
Date. For sure.
Date.
It's just them dates.
Yeah.
It's just some dates.
So she starts talking to me, and I start flirting back because I thought my date wasn't feeling me.
Okay, she said talking. You said talking first, and now you're flirting. Who flirted first?
I definitely started it.
Wow.
But she opened the door for it.
Non-practicing Christian. Look
Wait.
at that.
Wait, I knew what I wanted to end the
Listen,
night with.
listen, man.
Okay?
You think you know someone, bro. I thought we were even yolks.
And
and right now, your yolk is sliding all over the table.
Dude, I was bailing out. But I seen the opportunity. Maybe there's another girl. So I was like, you know what? She opened the door because she started talking. I was on my phone because I was like, you know
You're
what?
totally content being quiet. I
Yeah,
know those
I'm
situations.
totally
like,
content
we're
with
here,
being quiet.
I know that you're kind of part of the group that we came with, blah, blah, blah.
And then she
don't
opened
have
up
to
with the
talk.
most generic question, which
Fair.
she was like,
She's
what?
a-
She goes, you look a little different than just white. What nationality are you?
Okay, so then obviously you tell her your background.
Well, I said, hey.
Right, I am from Greece.
Nope. I'm actually, I don't care if you guys believe it or not, I'm actually half Puerto Rican and half white.
I can believe it. Yeah.
Most people can't.
I can't. I can believe it.
I know there's.
But I thought we met because I was getting a gyro one time and you were on the truck.
No.
My friend.
No, my mom ran out of sazon, so that's why I came out this way. But with that being said,
Wow.
Are you sure?
I'm positive. So I tell her,
All right, we're gonna run a poll. We're gonna run a poll in this episode.
if you think I'm Greek, or if I'm Jewish,
definitely getting
or
a-
I'm
I'm definitely
Puerto
getting Eastern
Rican.
European from you. How'd you escape the war over there?
I can't deal with you. I can't deal with you. But I tell this girl, I'm like, I'm Puerto Rican and white, which I don't know what white I am. I'm some type of white. Probably Greek, actually. You know what? Who knows? I don't really know at
This whole
point.
time you've been denying me?
Yep.
You know what? We need to do a test. Because you did?
I know I need to.
Okay, and if I'm right, we're gonna have to come up with some stakes because
dude.
I've been calling it since day one.
I'll show it on camera. If I buy one, I'll show it on camera. If I'm Greek, they'll see
Okay,
it.
but we're gonna need to come up with some stakes.
Oh, okay.
Because I've been calling this for years.
Oh, I agree.
Because something inside of me just tells me that you want to correct me every time I say gyro. Just inside of me, that's just how I feel. And I don't know, like, we're supposed to be friends and even yolks, and we're supposed to be able to accept each other. But, like, I just want to tell you, like, I'm hungry and I want some lamb meat. I'm like, a gyro sounds great. And you want to correct me. It's like, listen, I'm American, man.
It is a euro, but yeah.
Just
a euro.
It's a Greek thing. It's like a Greek.
No, it's euro.
No, it's a Greek thing. Yeah.
It's a Greek.
Yeah. He's the one who taught me.
It's a euro, but it's
yeah.
all right. It's all right.
You ever seen Gyro George around
It's
the corner?
Euro George.
Euro George. Yeah, Euro George.
It's Euro George.
Yeah.
But so when I tell her I'm Puerto Rican, when I tell her that, she goes, "Oh, I am too."
Oh, you start with a lie.
Well, no, I
That's
start with the
insane.
truth. This wasn't my date anyway. I don't care. I can lie all I want. I'm just kidding. This is the other girl.
The other girl.
I tell her, I'm like, I'm Puerto Rican. She goes, "Oh, me too." Blah 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 blah. So I was like, she's like, "Do you know where you're from? What part of Puerto Rico?" I was like, "Oh yeah, my family, we're from San Lorenzo." So I already knew that. So I was like, "Yeah, I'm from San Lorenzo." She's like, "So is my family." Blah 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 blah. She says she's from there.
Okay.
So now I'm in. I can flirt.
She's from San Lorenzo.
Yep.
Her family is same
Yep.
as yours.
Yep. So now we're just talking and we're going over things that
Where
are
is
common.
San Lorenzo? I'm a very bad Puerto Rican. I don't know nothing about.
It's north
the
of San Juan.
It's north of San Juan.
Yes. It's up. It's just above it. It's just above. So San Juan's the port. I don't know if it's north of San Juan or south, but because I'm really bad at just direction. But if you come into the port of San Juan,
it's one
just go
direction
straight.
away from San Juan.
Yeah. This is legit. If this is San Juan, this is San Lorenzo.
We're gonna get corrected.
Real bad.
Very bad.
It's okay. I don't know east, west, south, north, but I do know that it's that close to San Juan.
Okay.
Because when
To
I
be
went
fair,
to Puerto Rico,
if he's wrong, guys, understand that he is Greek, so like he wouldn't really know.
when I went to
this.
Puerto Rico, it was pretty much like San Juan, and then we were in San Lorenzo like that.
It's one of those where like he just enjoyed the culture so much
I think-
after visiting,
Right.
Yeah.
I was-
and it's okay. We accept you.
Oh, okay, it's honorary.
Yeah.
But I talked to her, and I'm starting to flirt with her.
Side conversations back here.
I started.
Do I need to say quiet on set? What do you mean to?
I'm trying not to talk.
She just forgot. She said, "I gotta go pee."
Yeah.
And just stormed right upstairs. We heard everything. Then we heard Checo barking after you because he's like, "Who's out here stomping in my house?"
Oh, where am I?
There's gonna be a lot of cuts here. Some of them we'll just save, maybe for just some like TikTok.
Oh, wait, I got you. So,
Okay, so
flirting with
you
this
get to
girl.
Corky's.
I'm flirting with I'm flirting. Nope.
I'm going way far back.
I'm flirting with this girl.
In the beginning.
I'm flirting with this girl, and this girl is flirting back.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, while she's flirting back,
Yeah.
Shatai is coming around the corner. So Shatai sees it and
She peeps it.
peeps it.
Girl, listen, girls have this intuition.
Oh yeah,
You guys don't let nothing slip past you, no matter how coy we think we are.
no, oh yeah. And I wasn't saying I'm laying on super thick, but I'm laying on enough where you could clearly see I'm flirting. But like I said, I have no holds with any of this
You're
right
on
now.
a first date,
This is a first date.
and you're flirting
It
with
could-
another girl.
Yeah, who cares? We already knew where I was coming from.
Who cares?
Wow.
I said what
but-
it was from the jump. We
but-
uneven yolks. You can't get mad at me.
But Shatai comes back and legit when she sees it, instead of being angry and like storm off, she decides, you know what? I'm gonna lock it down. This is my date with him. So now I'm talking to the girl, and she's all about me now.
Wow.
So she did it the coolest way possible.
I think
competition.
That's setting a bad example.
A horrible example. Don't do
for-
that, kids.
Any of the guys who might be looking for potential women,
This is a 1 out of 10
we're
chance.
not offering dating advice.
Yeah,
this is not what we're doing.
This is a 1 out of 10
We're not
chance.
experts.
Far from it. Far
He's
from it.
doing exactly what they tell you to do in movies.
No, this is the worst thing to do in
Flirt
movies.
with
This
another
is the
girl,
end of the movie.
and the girl will come running because she sees how in demand you are.
No, that's kind of the truth.
That doesn't work in real life.
It worked for me. It worked for me. And you know what? She could tell you the same thing. So, because I asked her, she was like, I was feeling you, but I wasn't trying to move that quick. And then when I saw her talking to you, I was like, oh, wait, no, I might have let this slide too far. Legitimately. So she starts flirting.
Good thing
and all
you
that.
locked this down, because you,
Oh.
she's too good for you.
Oh.
The way this story is going.
Oh, dude. Wait, no, it gets worse. It gets worse before it gets better. So,
Crazy.
so now she's flirting and talking to me, and I was
Everything's
like,
working
okay.
out.
So
Yeah,
now,
awesome.
and Shatai is a 10. Like, she's legit what I think is, like, the most gorgeous girl that I could possibly be on a date for. So,
Guys,
when she starts
this
flirting
is
with
how
me...
you're supposed to talk about your fiance.
No, this is the truth. When she's talking to me, I said, this girl became invisible all of a sudden when she starts talking back to me. So I was like, all right. So I'm flirting back. And then she grabs me and kisses me. And I said, okay, I'm in the game. I'm back in the game.
Again, it doesn't work like this.
It usually doesn't. Usually does not.
I get kisses on first dates, guys. I do.
Dude, this
I
is...
gotta work for them
She
joints.
just wanted to show what was.
She was locking it down. She was locking it down. She was locking it down. And I'm...
Another female.
Yep. And I'm lucky. This was a
messy.
lucky situation. So
Lucky is an understatement.
so when the girl sees it,
Pentecostals coming through.
when the girl sees
Wow.
it, when the girl sees it, her date shows up and was like, "Hey, let's get out of here though." They want to leave. So we're like, "Okay, we'll stay." Well, the girl turns around and goes, "Hey, don't you guys want to come with us?" I was like, I look at Shatai. I was like, "Hey, what do you
Where?
want to do?" And she said, "Where are we going?" She said, "Let's go to West 6th." If you don't know what West 6th is, it's a strip in Cleveland that has all the nightclubs. Like every single one, it's like Velvet Dog and the Barley House and
So I've been in Cleveland for a long time.
Forward and
I've been here since I was a child.
Ivy. And
I know a lot about West 6. I spent a lot of my 21, 22, 23 when I was there.
have a lot of big
West
nights.
6 is gross.
It is extremely.
It is gross.
Yes.
Not to cut you guys off. How old are you guys now?
I am 29.
Okay.
I am 27.
And when I went to West 6th for the first time,
I think
Was
you
it-
said we're same age.
Yeah.
All around us, yeah.
with my first time ever on West 6th was that night.
Wow.
Because remember, I was...
So where did you park? Because that's like, you gotta know.
Huge question.
That's the thing. And like, I know a spot, but it's like a little bit through an alleyway.
Wait.
It's like, you know, that alleyway next to that Irish bar that you gotta walk past, and there's always some old guys out there smoking that you don't want to mess with.
I know a couple spots.
So
Yeah.
I go to my car. They were like, "Hey, ride with us." So I didn't have to park at all.
No, I won't go anywhere unless I'm driving. I don't feel comfortable being in other
Well,
people's
when she
cars.
when
I don't
she-
care about the parking. I'd rather just pay it and have the freedom to leave.
Shatai already got in the back seat, so I'm not leaving. I'm going in the back
Oh,
seat.
it's okay. You're kind of you got to commit now.
Yep, I went to the back seat. I've never been to West 6. I
I still
promise
wouldn't
you.
do it personally though.
I'd
be like, all right, I'll see you guys there. I'm gonna see you guys there.
Oh man, I've never been to West 6 either, so I don't even know.
Fair enough.
Like, I kind of know where it's at because I
get
know
it.
the Barley House. I know, so I'm like, okay, I kind of know where it's at.
Just
But-
between 5th and 7th.
Yeah, around there. But I go there and we go to, I want to say, I can't remember what place. It was one of them down there, but I want to say it was the Velvet Dog. Can't remember. So we go into it, and the one guy that is our friend goes, "The upstairs is so great." Blah 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 blah.
Okay.
So we go downstairs, dead. Like when I say dead, I mean
Velvet.
it's like
What day?
it was a Saturday night, Friday night,
Summertime.
summertime.
Seriously.
Friday, too.
Yeah. So
Saturday that wouldn't matter.
yeah, Friday. So I get in and I'm like, it's like 3 people in this place. I was like, I gotta get
To
out
be
of
honest,
here.
those are my favorite times. I don't need people around me to have a good time.
So, but this is a date. So this is a one up type of thing. So all of a sudden we go up, we go up to the upper bar, We go up to the upper bar, and so all of a sudden now there's like 50 people in this small upper room or
Okay.
upper. It's outside, so it's upper bar
Rooftop?
area, rooftop.
for sure.
There's a lot of people here, so we're dancing, we're drinking, we're having fun, and Shatai's all about me right now. Like, and I'm all about her. Like, there's 100 people around.
My man's
and
coming up in the world.
There was a
He went from flirting
laser.
to another girl to now she's locked in.
Wait, nope. I told you that it gets worse. So I'm laser focused on her. Okay, but her drink gets empty. I've been buying all the drinks because that's just who I am as a person. It's our first date. I asked
You
her.
also asked her.
So I'm going
course.
to cover everything. So I go to get her a drink. While I'm going
Any
to get
guy who doesn't believe that they're paying that first date, please.
Guys, get with the
please,
program.
Just listen.
if you ask the person, and even you know what, this even goes with just your friends. If you ask your friend to hang out, that's your bill now. Unless the friend is absolutely refusing it, that should be your bill now. If you're asking, that means you have it. If you have it, pay it. So,
He's not wrong.
I go to the
so you're
bar.
paying. This is. Here's the thing. I didn't even ask because I just assumed. I already knew.
That's what I had assumed.
Yeah, for sure.
So, I'm up there and I'm getting our drinks, and while I'm walking over to her, this one girl, what Shatai would say is more my type, even though it's not. She thinks that because of my ex-wife is a blonde white girl, that blonde white girls do it for me, which I don't have a type. I really don't. It's not. I don't have a certain type. If I feel you, I feel you. If I don't, I don't. It's just what it is.
He likes what he likes.
I like what I like,
Listen,
and I don't throw a fit.
it's all about your yolks.
Yeah,
all about the
it's
yolk.
It's all about looks, and then personalities after that. If you want me to be just right, I'm a person that the looks get you in the door. The personality keeps you in that
You
door.
have a type.
The type is whatever
He
I
likes bad women.
see feeling is what I feel is attractive, and that's the rainbow.
I feel like I've heard this before.
I've dated
Ray Shremmerd?
I've never heard of that.
To
I ain't got
quote-
no type.
To quote,
Bad is the only
don't-
thing
listen,
that I like.
We don't want to get demonetized. We're going to have to bleep that out.
But that's all. That's
We don't have the clearance for that song.
there was no music in the
This
background.
is very
That was all
early.
quotations.
No. We don't have the
That
clearance.
But
We're not paying for that.
yeah, I don't think he needs more money.
He? Like there's one?
Oh well,
There's
okay,
two.
there's two of them, but yes, this is like when Andre 3000 and Big Boy with Outkast. Like you say, Outkast is just one person, but obviously it's two. People love Andre 3000.
Who said that? Because I want to find that.
I know that's your group. I know Outkast
I'd
is
like
your
to find
group.
that.
Andre 3000's like
Don't
in
do that
your
to-
top like 10.
5.
I can't even argue because I love him too. I ain't gonna
Yeah.
lie. He's probably my second favorite Southside rapper outside of Scarface. But
We have lots of debates.
lots of debates on
Well,
this.
That's a whole other episode. And obviously my opinion is correct.
And it's okay to be wrong. But with that being said, so this girl's eyeing me, and I'm not paying attention to it.
Okay.
But
The blonde.
the blonde, she's dancing all wild. I'm not paying attention. I'm having a good time. I turn though.
What's up with these two gorgeous women like just fighting over you? Like,
No,
subtly?
no,
What's
no, no,
going
no,
on?
no, no. I didn't say the one
What do you
girl
got
that I
in
was
your life?
flirting with was hot. I never said that.
He's got this aura about him.
I never said that. I said she was attractive.
I feel like Greek guys get it
And
all,
the
man.
one girl
Like,
was
honestly.
slightly attractive too. They're just attractive. They're not blow down the walls. They're not Shatai. They're not in the same. They're not holding
They're not
a
her.
candle to her.
They're not her.
So
This guy doesn't miss a beat. Every chance he gets.
no, because that's how I truly feel about her. I honestly do. But I turn and this girl is approaching me while dancing. Like she's dancing. So I go to turn away.
How close is she?
She's she's pretty close. Like it's like to me to our phone over here, our beautiful phone, which is a what 5 feet.
Camera.
Oh, camera.
Exposing us like that.
Well, the camera's over here.
We
We
have-
got an actual nice one here, like an extremely nice one.
We've got a multi-cam setup.
Multi-cam.
Shooting in 4K.
Yes.
Don't disrespect the
Yes.
second camera.
There's no
because
disrespect.
it just so happened to be able to make phone calls.
Yeah. Yep. Don't worry, I got one too. But with that being said,
Anyways, 5 feet away.
we're about 5 feet away.
That's
and
pretty. Actually, that's kind of far
That's
for a club.
But when you're looking at each other, it doesn't feel.
Is
that
there
far.
anyone between
No,
you guys?
no.
Okay.
It's like for some reason
So she's
it's
dead staring
opened
right
up.
at you.
Yes. So I go to turn away to look at Shatai because I'm like, you know what? I can't entertain
you're
that
like
right
the-
now. While I'm turning to her,
Okay.
Shatai hands me her drink. I was like, oh God, we're going to see a fight. Plot twist right here. So she sees this girl.
Wait,
dancing.
okay, so you think this is what's going through your mind, right? You turn, one girl's staring at you,
Yep.
right? This blonde girl who's dancing
Yes.
is clearly attracted to you from your perspective at this point.
I would say almost.
You have a
multiple
hint.
People.
You have a.
Multiple
Yeah.
people,
Okay. Multiple people.
Yeah.
You're not alone in assuming this,
No,
right?
I'm not alone.
You turn to face the girl that you're with,
Yes.
the girl that you want to be with.
Yes.
The girl that you say this girl's gorgeous.
She is.
She's everything that I want.
She really is to me.
You're like,
for sure. And I think to
I'm
everybody.
not even paying this girl no mind. I look over at you.
Yes. She hands me her drink.
She hands me your drink, and your first thought is she about to go whoop her ass.
Yes. Because I thought I think
On a
she,
first date.
well, no. It just because it just seemed like because it was going so well at this date that
Okay.
she's now. It's like wait,
Oh.
this is the second time.
There's
it's
no
going on.
other possible answers.
I didn't because what else could? Why would you hand me your drink? That's what I was confused about.
You know what? I can't think of anything off the top, but I will tell you what I would not think.
No, it would.
I would not think.
You would not think
that
fight?
she's gonna go fight her.
You think she's going to the restroom?
Maybe.
Okay.
That actually makes a look.
That
at
makes
that.
a lot of sense. Then she starts walking towards the girl.
Is the bathroom in that direction?
No, it is not. Well, the
Am
girl,
I about to get proven wrong
no,
right here?
No, you are not. So there's a plot twist. I thought wrong.
She about to go kiss her.
Nope. She starts. So this girl's been dancing this whole time.
Off-screen banter.
Wait, this girl's been dancing the whole time. The whole club's been hyping this white girl kind of up.
Oh, so she's in the center.
She's kind of in the center, kind of now.
She's in the center.
So
she's
she's-
got all the attention.
So
and
Shatai.
she's only looking at you.
No. She at the end was looking just at me.
Okay.
So it's not like it was weird. It was just at the end. So I peek it, but now Shatai's walking up to her. Shatai starts dancing. If anyone knows anything about Shatai, she's bad. Like she's unreal good dancer. Like she moves her body very, very, very well. Oh, very well. So with that being said,
I don't feel comfortable sitting here anymore.
Very well.
Please.
but very.
Do you need the room?
Well, no, I'm not the only person that thought that day. So I see that she starts dancing, and now it becomes a dance off, not like break dance off, but straight moving it,
Okay.
straight moving it.
They're throwing it.
So
These girls.
white girl's throwing it, Shatai's throwing it. White girl's throwing it, Shatai's throwing it. Shatai's throwing it so much that the white girl, middle of her dancing, just stands up and walks away. The whole club is in the circle. The whole club is like, like they're hyping. They're hitting me on the shoulder nonstop. You're lucky. You're so fucking lucky. Like they're so hitting me hard as I've
Listen.
ever been hit.
For anyone who does not know, I have been in plenty of dance battles in my past. I used to compete. And, yeah. So, walking away in the middle,
Middle.
right in the
And
middle.
it was her birthday. She had that birthday slash type of
That's
thing.
crazy. Even
And
worse.
it's her birthday?
Yeah, and she got shown up. When I say shown up, the girl from the middle of the dance said, not for me.
Did not want no smoke.
No smoke, because she legit, the whole club went from hyping this white girl up to now there's not a single eye not on Shatai. Not a single one. Every guy is like, even me. Like, I ain't gonna lie. I was trying to like
Well,
see
it's
them
you
both,
came with her, yeah.
but now we're
That's
all like,
actually, okay. We're gonna give her props. She
tore it up.
owned. She was
tore it
running
up.
that club that night. She's the center of attention.
no joke.
She's that one girl in the club where every guy's looking at, and this man's on a date with her.
yes. And legit, every guy comes up to me, like 30 guys, 30, 40 guys come up to me and like, you're so lucky.
30
Legit.
or 40 guys.
You ever see like
that many people
Wait.
were paying
Oh,
attention?
dude, it legit was the only thing happening. Everybody was standing around.
Because West 6 is gross and nothing happens there, guys.
Yes, you
This
are
is-
right.
So one dance battle, that's the highlight of the night.
Dude, it was, oh no, it really was. Because dude, it felt like I won the game for them. Like, they were like, "You're so lucky!" Like, they're pushing me, and I'm hyped up because now I'm like super like.
One of us
gassed.
we got it in.
Dude. Oh, dude, I was
The guys
gassed.
who were coming up, were they white?
Yes, it seemed like it was a big win for the white guys that day.
Were they of Eastern European descent?
I can't stand you. I can't further confirm or deny what their current heritage is, but they're hyping me up.
Did their beard stop here or here?
Did it start? Hey, did it start here or did it start here?
That's crazy.
Oh man, there's a lot of them. I can't remember, but I'm telling you right now, I'm gassed. Like I'm straight.
Feeling
like,
good, man. Yeah, this is a great night. This sounds like a dope night. I'd be happy too.
It was super dope.
Yeah, for sure.
So now I'm like, I can't wait for later because
You made it clear from the jump.
Yep. So now we're talking and I'm like all in. Like I'm 100%, but I know what I said, but I'm like, okay, if she still wants to come, like in my head I'm like, okay, I'm still gonna go through with it. Then she hit me with it. She flat out, this is how I knew she was real. She was able to just straight up talk to me. She's like, hey, I'm just gonna be honest with you. I'm feeling you. She's like, I really, 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 really like you. This date went very, very well. Blah blah blah. She's like, but if we do it tonight, I'm going to get attached. So I don't want you to don't lose my number, lose everything. Like don't talk to me after.
She was real.
She was real. She flat out told me. She's like, I'm feeling you too much now. Mm-hmm. This date went very well. We're having a good time.
She doesn't want to ruin it.
She doesn't want. She's like, because I'm going to get attached.
It's a crazy feeling to say that you were too good of a date, or she doesn't want to have sex with you.
Well, she does. She wants to, but she knows that she'll get attached.
It's she knows it's the best.
And she knows I didn't want to be attached to anybody. So she's like, so I know what. And she flat out told me, she's like, I know what we agreed to. I know what it was about.
She wants something else.
So if you want it, that we could do that, but don't talk to me after. Just don't. I was like.
Now,
the best part
she basically, because you're given all the power here.
Yes.
She told you we can smash now if you want. You could not talk to me. You could talk to me.
She said don't talk to me.
Don't talk.
Don't
you
talk
have
to me
all
if
the
we
power
smash.
right here.
Don't talk to me because she was getting attached.
Guys, let me know in this moment, what would you have done in this moment, right? This is a man who is broken inside because his country's going through a really bad recession right now.
I was broken inside at that time.
The euro
though.
has
I really
been taken
was. You ain't lying. There's a part that was true on that sentence, but
sincerely though, this is a moment where you might have just potentially had the best date of your life.
Yes, easily.
And she's telling you, "I will put out tonight. I'll give it all to you."
Because we agreed. We flat out told each other the honest truth from the jump. So she was like, I still feel it. I want it. But
and she's basically saying, I want more, but I know you don't.
Yes.
So we can do what we said, but that's it.
Well, and she even asked me, she said, but I feel like you, like she flat out told me as well. She's like, I think you feel it too. Like she like reassured it to herself. So she flat out told me, like I said, she was like, I think you're feeling me too, but I get if you don't want anything further. So I was like, and I answered her, honest truth. I was like, I am feeling you. And because of that, I want to see where this goes. Because I'm telling you guys, telling you the whole crowd, I'll tell it to anybody. You see me on the street, ask me. The first date with her is still the best date I've ever had in my life. It's still, even after 100 dates with her, even after all these dates in the world, that's the one that replays in my head. Even when I'm angry at her, even when we're arguing, that's the day that replays in my head where I'm like, no, that was dope.
How long you been with her?
3 years now. 3 years. So, with that being said, like, I told her, I was like, yeah, I am feeling you. And she goes, well, if you're feeling me and you want to see where this goes, then we can't do anything. Because I want to see you for who you are before we get there. I said, all right. I said, that's cool with me. So then we go on a second date, which was the very next day.
I'd like to interject for a second.
Third
for any guys that are out there, or any girls who are wondering what guys are looking for in life, there's two things that drive us very clearly, right? It is sex and love.
Yep.
I just flipped you guys off.
Sex and love.
Sex and love.
Well, and I think there's a third one. being transparent. Like, telling me exactly what you want to tell me. Like,
That's not what drives us, though.
no, it doesn't drive us, but it helps our relationship
It helps,
easy.
for sure. There's a lot of things that could help. But the things that we look for in life,
It's sex and love.
sex and love.
You ain't lying.
And and unfortunately, you guys will never know what that particular guy is looking for in that moment.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes it's sex, sometimes it's love, and sometimes we're open to both.
And I was actually closed off to love. Like, I really was closed off. I was done with it. I didn't want to after my divorce. I didn't want to fall in love again. I was happy with being by myself. Like, even going on that date, the day before, I was cool with being myself. Like, I really was. Like, it wasn't something
How long
like I
were
was
you
like, I
alone
need it.
before you went on a date with her? Because like you were
It
seeing
was
women.
pretty quick. It was pretty quick after my divorce, though. It really was. But I was seeing different females, and I was going on different dates.
Moving your own speed, for sure.
Yeah, it was about, like, 2-3 months.
Okay.
So,
Okay.
like, it was quick, and when you think of just, like, hey, I was just
It's
in a
quick.
relationship for 6 years, and now we're divorced. We're not talking whatsoever. Kinda. And then, to, hey, I'm all about a new girl, almost.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That's quick.
Yeah.
But, so, I wasn't expecting to get into that. I was really closed off still, but that date, like I said, it really did change my mind, and she laid it out there for me, and she told me, and we went on multiple dates, and it didn't lead to anything, and then one day we were going to go somewhere, and we didn't even make it there. So, and then that's when she locked
That's a
it.
dad conversation.
That's when she locked
But
it.
we'll talk about that another time.
She locked it down that day. She made me. I was like,
Look at him lean back in the chair. Look at
she made me go. she made me go. She made me go. Yeah, that was a good choice. that was a good choice. I wouldn't mind. I wouldn't mind replaying that one a little bit.
Oh my God. Okay. Great story.
Yes.
Great
yes.
story.
One
How
of
you
my
guys met.
favorites. One of my favorites.
Yeah. So tell
Even
me that.
before that.
When did you guys plan Little Steven, or was this did you sit down and say I do want a kids?
I said it to her that I want one.
Okay.
She was still on the fence.
About another one.
About another one.
Sure.
And then when that happened, we were trying, and then it wasn't happening. So then we were like, you know what?
Let's stop trying.
We don't need it.
We don't need it. We got yours. We're happy.
Yeah, I said
Let's
I'm
see where
blessed.
this goes.
Legit, I was like, I'm blessed. To
2
have
weeks
yours.
later.
Legitimately, it was not even. It was it was longer. It was like 2 months later.
2 months later.
2 months later, golly, that's another story. But how she tells me, we're at Applebee's and we order our food, and then she looks at my food and starts crying. And I look at her, I'm like, why are you crying? She's like, your food. She
Was it
said,
not cooked properly?
no. She said, your food looks better. She said, I should order what you got.
What did you get?
It's a 3-cheese chicken penny. So she was.
I'm sad I don't have it right now.
So I was like, this is exactly what I said to her. I was like, well then
What did she order?
I think she just got steak and potatoes.
That was her first mistake.
That's what I said. But no, but I even said, I said, you know what? We'll just switch. I flat out told her. And she's like, no, that's what you wanted. This is what I wanted. I got to
It's
live
not a
with
big
it.
a deal though.
And I said, it's not a big deal.
For sure.
And now it becomes, she's quiet and very upset. And I'm like, I don't even know what's going on. And she doesn't know what's going on.
You should have known what she wanted ahead of time.
Well, we don't know she's pregnant. We do not know she's pregnant.
Find out she's pregnant.
So this is how we find out. So I get in.
Crack the case.
Yep.
I cracked the case, guys.
So we go.
I'm trying to bounce around the story here. Create tension.
So we go.
You're
So
like, I got to the bottom of it.
so wait. We go home.
Who invited Sherlock Holmes over here?
So we go. So we go home, and she because we're going to. I want to see my parents because it was snowing and she didn't want to be in the house. So I was like, hey, let's just get out the house, go to my parents. Let's make plans. Let's do something. So she goes in the house. They grab a couple of things, and then she sees the pregnancy test that we haven't used yet, and she's like, let me just see. She doesn't feel it.
Oh, she didn't know herself yet either.
No,
okay.
no.
So she's just feeling emotional.
Yes, and so
And
she's
no
like,
one knows. And neither.
She doesn't know what
Okay.
going on. So she does it, and it almost immediately comes up positive. Almost immediately.
Yeah, you asked, am I pregnant? As fuck.
Yeah, About I want to say she was 8 weeks when we found
Oh
out.
my god.
She didn't. She was tiny.
That is kind of far along to just find
Yeah,
out.
but ever since she.
You said 8 weeks? It's 2 months.
Yeah,
Did
2 months.
Did she skip a period or?
Well, ever,
Like,
How did
I'm
I
just-
know that?
well, when she got off of.
From what I know,
What she did-
this is just stuff I've learned in the past. It's like once a month. That's what I hear, and I know some girls are different.
She's different. She's irregular,
Okay.
so she can get it. And when she got off, ever since she got off of her birth control, which when we were trying, ever since she got our birth control, she really wasn't getting any. And when she was getting them, it was very light spotting, and you can even get that when you're pregnant. Didn't know that until.
Listen, that's a whole other conversation.
Yes, didn't know that.
Something that we should probably have one of them on to tell us.
Yes.
so that we're not we're not
Miscuing.
saying the wrong information.
Well, I only know from my personal experience what that happens.
For sure.
So, and then when she did it, it comes back positive. So she comes to the car jogging, and I'm like, why is she in such a hurry? So I think she was excited, but then when she opens the passenger door, I think the excitement becomes scared now. Because then she goes, oh, and throws it at me.
Your facial came in the car?
No,
She
she
threw
threw
the
it.
test.
She
throws the test.
She throws the test at me. Like, she panicked, and like, I think she went to try to say.
Was it fast? Did you catch it? Or?
No, it was fast.
Did it just?
It was fast. It had heat. No, it hit the window next to me. Because I think she went to say it in a
Still had her
cute way.
pee on it too.
Probably. I think she went to say it very cute to me, but then panicked because like a lot of emotions go through a woman. I could only
Yeah.
imagine what she's going
course.
through.
So
So
I don't blame her at all. It's
funny
just kind
thing
of
is-
funny. They're like, ah.
the funny thing is, you would think that would cue me on what that is. So I'm like, what the heck?
What do you think it was?
I don't know. So I pick it up.
He
and I
don't
see it's
know.
I see it's a pregnancy
He
test.
don't know. That's his line. You know.
No, I really didn't.
You know what this is? I don't know nothing. I don't know nothing.
What is it?
Yeah.
What is it?
Wait, I pick it up and I look, and I see a cross, and I'm like, cross, positive. I was like, oh my god. Meanwhile, it snowed outside, so I go to get out my car. I run around my car to go like comfort her and hug her, and I slipped and busted myself. Like when I say
Yes!
I busted
Yes!
myself, I slipped.
I started smiling as soon as he said it was snowing. I was
Oh.
just sitting there. I was grabbing onto my seat, just waiting for him to say it.
dude,
I said,
I
"Please
busted-
tell me it fell.
Oh, dude,
Please
I
tell me it
busted
fell."
myself. And when I say
Was she laughing?
no, because she was still on the ground, like in shock. So when I busted myself, even though I look up and I see her,
Wow.
I crawl over to her and I'm like, again, I'm like, this is a great thing. Like I'm telling her,
So great.
like
Oh my god.
reconfirming, like I ain't going nowhere. But honestly, it was not how she planned it, I don't think, but it
was
worked.
funny, but it was
It was
cute.
super cute. And when I say I busted myself, I mean I got out of my car as fast as I possibly could and tried to run as fast as I possibly could to get to her. And when I turned
Wrong mistake.
oh dude, but I made the first turn. I was fine.
Clearly
The
you
second,
didn't get the second
the
one.
second turn did not make it. It did not. My feet said whoop,
Who put
and
that
I
second
saw
turn
my
there?
feet. And when I saw my feet, I said, "This is not how I'm supposed to be." I was parallel with the earth, and I knew that was not okay. When you see
Parallel is crazy.
when you see all your piggies go out and you're just ungravitationally seconds in the air, you know this is not gonna fall. Gonna be great.
He said all your piggies.
Dude, all my piggies were right in front of me, and I'm telling you, dude,
Why is he going to the market?
I ain't never hit the ice so hard in my life. I promise you,
shit.
I seen all of them. I was like, that's 10, and it said boom.
Were you bruised?
Oh, dude, yeah, no. I honestly think I broke a rib because that hurt like you wouldn't believe. It said, legitimately, I turned the corner, and you know how you lose your first foot? So I lost the first foot, and I went to brace for the second foot, and the second foot decided to commit treason on me and
face
leave it.
down?
Oh, yeah, no, I went sideways, and then bam. I yooed all the way to the ground. I promise you. I've never in my life. Dude, I'm telling you, what my legs did to me was treasonous, dude.
I'm still
Your
going
legs
after my 10 piggies.
All 10, I said that's 10, and I knew it was bad. Like I legit, and I hit, and I crawled over to her, And I'm still filled up with so much adrenaline that I'm like still like hugging her because I just got the best news. So I'm like in pain but happy. So I'm like awesome. And then the next day I woke up, I'm like, I was like, oh my God, what happened? And like from like my thigh or from my hip all the way to my like underneath my pec was all black and blue. I hit hard.
Wow.
Oh, dude.
Them 10 piggies, bro.
10 piggies. I legit, I said, that's 10.
I was parallel with the earth.
Dude, gravity didn't work at all for about 0.5 of a second.
And then after you were up, gravity kicked in real fast.
Dude, gravity hit me like Brock Lesnar's F5. Like, it was just like, whoop! Dude, I've never hit it so hard. But I was still so excited, and I crawled it. I made it to her. I did my job.
That's
I made
crazy.
it to her. I said all my words I needed to say because I was reconfirming to her. I don't think I heard how she told
Have I
you.
not told you?
No.
Yeah, for sure.
I don't think I've ever. No, honestly, I don't think I heard yours.
So I was. We were living in this house together. I was probably.
Were you trying first?
Yes.
Right, beginning.
Okay.
Yes, let's start with that. My. How did I meet her?
Oh God, this is good. This was a wild one.
You're right. Let's go. Let's kick it back. All right. Steven's been talking for a bit.
Let's go back to day one.
My daughter's mom and I
in the beginning
spent a little over 7 years together. I was 18 years old and she was 19 years old when we first met.
Ooh, older woman.
I always let her know. Preying on these young men out here.
Dude,
I was just an innocent jit out there.
She was picking you out of preschool.
Ooh, freshman.
She's like, what new boys are lining up today? Oh, that's the one. She groomed you into the man she wanted to be.
It's crazy. Yes, but not like that.
Not like that. Oh, that's awesome.
Man.
That's awesome.
So yeah, we met in college.
Okay.
Pretty early on to after we started our semester. There's like a little public commissary area, a little lounge for the students. And I was in between classes. I just had to pick up a snack.
We found you another snack.
Y'all trying to focus on this story? This was a long time ago. Yours was 3 years ago.
Yeah, that's fresh.
This is 9 years ago for me at this point. So trying to remember. Okay. So I was there just trying to pick out a snack. She was the only other person in the room. She was a couple vending machines down. So no, I'm just talking to myself, just saying like, man, what do I want? I don't know what to pick. That's all I'm saying. And she starts giggling. She's laughing at me because there's no one else there. So I'm like, who else could she be laughing at? So I said, can I get your help? So she comes over and she gives me a couple suggestions. Poor suggestions, by the way. I'd like that on the record. Yeah.
Did you go with one of them anyway?
No. As soon as she gave her suggestions, I said, okay, those sound cool. I'm going to get a Snickers.
And I chose... You said poor choice.
Poor immediately. And she's like, why would you ask for my help if you're not going to take it? I just wanted to see what I don't want. So then I left. I went to class and I did not see her for a week.
This is going great.
Yeah, it's going great. Again, I was just in college. I was focused on getting my snack. So a week later, I'm back at the same room, picking out another snack, and she's there again. And
was she just waiting there for you?
Right.
Yes.
I feel like she was
No, she actually was. Okay, so if we take it back even further, right? She wanted me months before. I didn't know who she was, right?
Wait, she's me in this story.
Kind of. Yes. So we were at orientation for college. Yeah, we were at orientation for college, and it's a small class, right? And her mom points me out of all the people that are there and says, hey, that boy's Puerto Rican. You should talk to him.
That was your only redeeming quality to her mom?
That was the first redeeming quality, right? This was the
like,
first thing she knew. She's like, that guy's Puerto Rican. You should talk to him. And
That's crazy, 'cause I didn't even know that about you. I thought he was like black and white.
Look at that.
Yeah, no, a Puerto Rican. Yeah. So full 100%. Yeah.
Wow, you look mixed.
Thanks.
I always thought you looked A-Rap, but it's all right.
No, not a bad way, I promise. But you look good.
For sure.
I thought you were Middle Eastern.
He fucking
To be
off.
fair, that's also what my daughter's mom thought. She thought, "Who's this Arab looking guy?"
I knew it. I couldn't
Those are
be
her
just me.
words. I'm just quoting her exactly word for word. She does not like Arabics.
Oh, golly.
We'll cut that out.
But she still went back to the snack machine, though.
So her mom points me out and says, "Look at that kid's Puerto Rican. You should talk to him." And she goes, "How do you know he's Puerto Rican?" Her mom goes, "It's because he's here with his mom and his brother."
Wow.
Oh, my God.
You bring the whole family.
Oh,
Crazy.
that is so
My-
accurate,
That's
too.
so-
It's scary. That is so fucked.
With my mom, my little brother, and my college orientation.
Because if one of us make it, we all made it.
We all made it, baby. I was putting us on, all right?
Yeah, dude. I've never thought that, but that makes sense. Because in my family, we did the same thing.
So that's how her mom knew. This is months before. I don't know who she is. I did not see her. I was just locked in, going to college now. And months later, now we're at the vending machine. She comes back that week later, and she starts talking to me more. She's giggling. She's laughing. I can tell she's checking me out. And
She's giving you the cues.
She's giving me the cues. You know, she's plotting. You know these women. You know you can't trust them.
She was
They're
giving you
always
her girlfriend
behind the-
application.
So walking away, and she's like, "Well, I'm not going to see you again." And so then I just hand out my phone. Here, put your number in there. You know, being smooth.
That was smooth.
This was 18-year-old Naz. That's the best I got. That's the best I had at that point.
It worked.
It worked. It worked. So we started cutting class together and going out. And
That
just-
doesn't work.
Yeah, we were cutting class and just going out to like outside benches and talking, and that's how it all started out. Fast forward 7 years, we're living together, been out of our parents' house, 7-year relationship, and I know I'm skipping a lot.
You landscape how y'all got to it though.
How we got to it?
How y'all started talking.
Oh. Well, I was thinking other thing because I was like, is
Right.
it a first date thing, second date
First
thing?
date.
You
Okay.
take a date or
Okay. So
not?
first date, yeah. So we won't include the things we're just talking at school.
No, with
Right.
date. You
First
took
date?
her out.
To be fair, I do pretty good
You
on my
showed her
first
to the
date.
world.
18, so it's 18. I can't just go to a bar. I
was
can just
very
go out and drinking
jazzy.
and stuff.
That's new.
First date, she had to pick me up in her brother-in-law's broken down car because I didn't have a car yet.
But that's the grind.
and
That's the
she
grind
didn't have a
together.
car. I did not fit in this car because yes, I am pretty tall. I did not fit in this car, so
don't have that problem.
I got in that passenger seat like this.
Hey, where are we going?
So I don't remember what it was. That was the only time I've ever seen that car.
Oh,
Because after that date, that car never showed up again. That thing got taken straight to the dump. I was like this in that car. Oh my god! So she picks me up. We go out to get some food first. We go to a Mexican restaurant, and I tell her that I'm gonna take her to. I think it was like Brazil or Africa or something. We planned like a future thing on our first date. Never took her there.
Aw,
I might just go by myself.
you fulfill it. Fulfill it yourself.
I've had my own dreams since I was 18 years
You know
old.
what? Dream big, boy. Dream big.
So after getting Mexican food, I did pay.
That's
Listen. Your boy was
twice.
working.
Two for
Full-time job, 18 years old.
two.
Full-time college.
Let's get it.
I paid for that Mexican food.
Probably cheap, but yep, good job. I'm just saying, that's a good date for
It is
cheap.
never cheap.
It's cheap.
Yes, it is.
That's the cheaper part of
It
it.
is never cheap.
It's cheaper
Not what
than
I get.
Italian.
I get a lot.
It's not
Well,
cheap.
you're like 6'1", 2, 3, somewhere around there, right?
Still not cheap.
Anyways,
I'm 5'9".
afterwards we go hit up we start walking up and down the little shopping strip there because you got to walk your food off. We're walking, we're talking. We go to a park later on. We keep talking. It was just kind of like connecting at this point because like we're 18. Where else do we really go? You know what I mean?
much.
So yeah, we're at a park. We're walking up and down the trails. We're talking. We start Did we start making out there? I forget where at some point. I do not remember.
First
where.
date? You want to get on me?
I was gonna say.
Let me finish this story.
That's how you lock it in, though.
We're not going to finish the rest of that story if that's how you're going to act.
That's how you lock it in.
Anyways, we go out to a haunted house. I take her to a haunted house for our first date. We're still like, this is a full day. She picks me up at like 1, 2 o'clock in the afternoon, and we're going all the way to night.
Wow, that's crazy.
All the way nighttime. And then at the same time, my mom called me and asked me, oh, you're going to a haunted house? Would you mind taking your brother? Him and his friend are going. Cool. Awesome. So first date, I bring her to a haunted house with my younger brother and his friend.
Wrong.
No.
Yeah. Yeah, I was 18, so my brother was 12.
Oh my
Hey.
goodness.
Yeah, so she meets my mom and she meets my brother on her first
What
date.
is going on right now? I thought I was crazy. That's
And
crazy.
is that a problem? Is that
If I was dating a girl and let's say she brought her younger sister who's a child, I probably wouldn't be
Wait,
dating
now
her
we
much longer.
babysitters?
I didn't know that came with the title.
so?
of boy.
Is babysitting not a good first date?
It's usually not.
It's
It worked for you.
Now at this point, you're opening a
Wait.
different type of
And not every girl you take home to mama.
right. But he knew.
I didn't take her home. We went there. My mom dropped them off
But she met your mom.
briefly in the car.
That's fine.
Like,
That's still.
it's my date, mom. Hi, quick, you know.
But you
Cool,
know
cool.
what? It's also not a bad thing, though.
No, not every girl you take home to mama.
Yeah, but it's also not a bad thing, though.
I was also young. I don't know.
I agree.
It's okay.
You
It all
don't know
worked
the
out.
game yet.
Yeah, I don't know the game.
You still new to the party, bro.
Yeah. I was still new to the party. So we go through this haunted house. It's great. She's all on top of me. She's scared of chainsaws. She can't get enough of me because, I'm just this big, strong man.
18.
Locking her down.
Why he took her?
It's a great idea, right?
It is.
And like now
Unless you're scared yourself. They go, get off me.
I'm good until Freddy come out.
Like, save yourself. Stiff armor.
No, I'm good at haunted houses. So of course this was my idea. This is like it's like young. Actually, I'm not gonna lie. I took a girl to a haunted house recently for a recent date. So, so it's been a trick of mine for a long time.
That's been in your arsenal.
Let me just say, I'm getting a lot of play in October.
Oh my God. Wait, so you're like baseball. You're Mr. October.
Yeah, October. I'm in there. All right.
Oh, that's awesome.
What? Oh man, this was forever. No, the Fear Experience back when it was on Perk Park.
Oh, I've actually been. That's
It's
a
like
good
a
one.
U-Haul place now or whatever.
Yeah, that was a good one.
a long time ago. So it's not open now anymore.
No.
But it was a good haunted house. So we had a great time. Then we didn't have to take my brother home. My mom came and picked him up. We were just with them for the haunted house.
Wait, but when your mom picked up your younger brother, she didn't take you?
No, I was with the girl. Why would I go with my mom?
Oh, I guess you're
I'm
an
on a-
adult.
Just said
Wait,
she picked him
and-
up
Yeah.
with his car.
And he,
Yeah,
I guess,
I'm on a
I
date.
forget that you guys are like adults.
Yeah,
like
I'm
18, 19.
18.
Yeah,
Yes, I'm
that's
out.
different.
I've
That's
been
different.
graduated. I'm in college now.
That's
yes.
different. That's
No.
different. I
Hey,
hear your
great.
brother's 12,
Hey, great
and I
date.
just
I'm going
assumed
home with my
younger.
mom.
That's
This is
how
such
you
a.
close the
I
night.
really had such a good time with you, but my mom's here, so I'm gonna go home now.
That sounds like a homeschooled kid.
Yep. Me too.
Did you do that?
Me too. No.
Okay.
So no. All right, mom. Great. He had a good time. Cool. Go. I continued the date.
Okay.
All right.
Go after.
Like I said, that's another conversation we will need to get into at another point. If I disclose any more, I probably should check in with her with what's acceptable to disclose.
I didn't. She'll be all right. I know she will be. We cool about it sometimes.
Yeah, sometimes.
All right, fine. Well, unlike you, I did smash the first date.
Oh, lucky.
Wow.
And you were younger.
18 years old, bro.
And you were younger. I'm hurt. You see?
We'll get into details another time, though. Anyways,
Yeah, definitely.
yeah. So that's how we first met. It was our first date, and then we just kind of kept going. We were in college together.
How you found out?
How we found out that she was pregnant? Okay, so, 'cause I was in college.
How you find out?
She told me. 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 She told me So this was after we bought the house. We got the dog. You guys have probably seen him in the shot here a few times. We were trying. We looked at our life. We were looking around, and everything was just kind of going pretty well. You know, we moved in this house right after I turned 24. Good jobs, stable home. What else? What's next? Right? We both wanted to be parents. We just disagreed about timelines, but we kind of found somewhere in the middle. A little bit after when she wanted, a little bit before when I wanted, but things kind of worked out. So we were actively trying, and it just so happened that it was the very first time we tried was successful.
Oh my God, we are complete opposites.
The absolute first time. I didn't get time to kind of think about it, like rethink it. It was like, all right, we're gonna try it this time. No protection, blah blah blah. No, done. 5 weeks later, we find out.
Oh wow.
Yeah, and this is when I found out that women track when they have sex. I never knew that. They have apps.
I don't think every girl does that.
A lot of them do. I've been figuring that out. A lot of them do. They're tracking it because she's like, oh, it was when the first time. I was like, how do you know? It's like, because my app told me. I'm like, what do you mean your app told you?
The period app.
I don't know.
Yes, it is.
She said this app told her to check. She's like, are you behind? Did you start your period? No. You might want to check.
Shut up. What?
That's the app said you might want to check. She took a test and the test was correct.
Listen, I don't know. I'm gay, but I use that for my cycle.
These apps are scarily accurate.
It's that accurate?
Scarily accurate. Wow.
You write
It
down
said
every time you start and when you end. When you don't start, it's a problem.
it's insane. This is when I did not know this. And I've been living with the girl at this point for like 3-4 years at this point. Never knew this was a thing.
I didn't know it was a thing.
Yeah.
That he just found out right
He's
now.
just finding out now.
I honestly,
That's insane to me.
I don't know why you would need to track it.
You
You
have
have
to. It
to
switches up.
because it switches up.
It's a girl. We'll just never know. Like, it just doesn't make sense to
You
us.
don't want to
But
be a
has there
stranger.
ever been something you wanted to track? Like that much?
Us?
Yeah, for 3 years. Like
Well, because they're not just tracking sex. They're just tracking their whole health
whole
system.
ovulation period.
Yeah.
Even
all their
if you're not
cycles.
trying to have sex, or
Yeah.
even when you're trying not to have a
Yes,
baby.
and then obviously sex interrupts
do-
that, and so they have to keep track of when they're doing it and how often, whatever.
Yeah.
What happens if you? So, if I understand, it's every 21 days, not like clockwork, but it's usually 21 days, like 3 weeks out, right? Every time they get their period, right?
I
So-
am not going to answer because I do not know the exact answer.
But it's something around there. So if you have coitus from week 1 to week 3,
Okay.
how would they know which one got pregnant? Wouldn't that be a window?
That's why I'm freaked out because it knew. It knew.
You might
And the accurate when we went to the doctor, they pinpointed it as well and confirmed it. It was the very first time we
That's
tried.
crazy.
Yeah, I remember the time.
Yeah.
Yeah, very first time.
I don't even know where Steven was made. He was somewhere.
We found out early. Okay, so
He was somewhere.
So we find out the app tells her to, right? And here's the thing: I'm downstairs. I'm playing video games. I was minding my own business. She calls me upstairs, freaking out. So obviously, and if she's freaking out, throw the game down. What's going on?
Gotta handle
You
it.
gotta. Yeah. I'm springing to action. It's man time. I gotta run this
That's
house.
how my 10
What's
piggies
going
got
on?
out there.
That's why it's 10 piggies.
That's exactly how my.
What's
10
going on?
piggies
You
got.
good? What's going on? She's in the bathroom crying.
Oh, I feel for her.
What's wrong?
Her.
She shows it to me right away. She can't even say it. She just shows it. It's in her hands.
How do you feel?
Immediately, I grab her and hug her.
Wait, so you knew? You didn't have to look and like.
No, I saw it and I'm like, grab her and hug her.
Oh, okay.
Because although it happened fast, we were trying. It wasn't a surprise.
Okay.
It was. I mean, it was a little surprise because you're never really ready for that moment. But
No.
But it was. Yeah. Immediately.
Did you cry?
Not yet.
Okay.
We
held it
finished
down.
the day.
Okay.
Because the day actually goes on.
Okay.
Right? So the first person she tells, and I don't know if I'm allowed to tell this. If anyone else thought that they were the first person, they're not. The first person she tells with her sister. And her sister comes over with 5 tests. Because apparently you have to keep checking with different tests.
Yeah.
Again, another thing I did not know at the time.
Oh,
Yep, these are things that I'm learning now.
That's I knew that one.
You knew that one.
Yeah. Because our first one was faint. Like it was a faint line, so we thought maybe, and it
Yeah.
wasn't.
The first one was a little faint.
Okay.
But it's like, oh my God, like and then 5 more tests, all of them are just super clear now.
Yeah,
We found out
gotcha.
way early.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's
So
6 weeks.
we found. So her sister comes over. She brings like 5 tests over. She's super excited.
All
right? 'Cause
different
this
types?
is- yeah, 5 different brands.
That's
Five-
crazy.
5 different brands. She's excited.
She's like, let me
She's
get
the
the
last.
blue one,
She's the
that
last
pink
sister
one.
to have kid,
Yellow.
to have a child.
Oh, really?
Yeah, she's the last one to have
That's
a
dope.
child. So it's like this is a big deal. She's the baby of her family.
So this is like her. I know, like they have quinceañeras and that's like their coming of age, but this is like them seeing her coming of age.
Yeah. This is the baby of the family.
The baby of the family having a
the
baby.
last one having having a kid as well. The youngest and also the last one to have a kid. So, and it's not like she was like I was like 24, 25, so she's 25, 26.
That's a great age.
Yeah.
Great
It's
age.
not like we're not waiting forever. We were adults. We were young adults when we decided to do this. So
You finished college, so
But, yeah, we're both out of college. We have the house. Why not?
well, very well played.
So never once did I like worry about it. I immediately grabbed her, hugged her, and was happy. But the benefit of finding out that day was it was the same day as my mom's birthday party,
Crazy.
and her parents were invited to the party.
Crazy.
You're surprised.
Yep. So now we have this opportunity to tell both of our parents at the same time without raising any suspicion. Completely, like they're already going to be there.
And you can see both of their reactions. at the same
It takes
time.
me like a half hour, 40 minutes to kind of fit like, oh my God, we have this opportunity. This is going to be awesome. And so now, cool, because I didn't get my mom a gift. So
Now you got a gift.
That's
You
a gift.
you got the ultimate
I got the gift now.
Because you're the only one with a child in your family, right?
Yeah. Yes. So my mom only has 2 kids, me and my little brother, and I'm the oldest.
Okay.
So my brother's like 6 years younger. So by that point, he's still in high school.
He's 18 though. That's possible.
Was he?
No,
You're
at that
25.
time, at that time.
Yeah, the math. Okay, he's 19. Okay, he's
Yeah,
already
he's
gone.
18,
He's already
19.
gone in the Air Force. My bad. He's already left. Yeah, he's already left for the Air Force. Okay. Yeah, so I'm her first one to have a kid, so it's her first
This is
granddaughter.
the greatest gift you could possibly give.
Yeah, so we just take the test, we put it in a little box, and we just bring it. Easy enough, right? Go to now, business as usual. We show up to the party. You know, we're early.
You're not choked
super
up?
Early. Not yet. We're
You're holding it
together.
down
We're holding
still?
it together.
Okay.
I'm holding it all together, right? And at this point, I still have not cried yet.
Okay.
I'm just
Because it hasn't clicked yet.
honestly,
really.
it has not clicked yet.
Okay.
And you'll see exactly when it
Okay.
does click is when we're walking in, and the first thing we get there, and someone in my family, my brother's dad is there. My little brother's dad is there, and he offers us, "Do you guys want a drink?" And she politely says, "No, thank you." Now, for people in my family, they know she likes to drink. So when she declined a drink, he
Oh.
goes, "What are you, pregnant?"
Oh my lord.
Who said it? Who
My
said-
brother's dad.
Oh my goodness.
My brother's dad. What?
I had to do all that.
What are you, pregnant? No. What are you talking about? We
Oh
look at
my-
each other like, what the fuck? Ain't no
Dude,
fucking way.
Dude, he quivered that arrow. He
He-
said, "I know exactly."
Get out of here. What do you mean? Shut up. It's not your time.
You're ruining it.
Listen.
Shut up. I've never been so angry at someone in my life.
Angry and impressed. You're
That-
like, what the?
I
How
wasn't
did you do
impressed
that?
yet. Shut up.
He was the greatest magician you've
Insane.
ever
There's
seen.
no way you just say that.
He's like,
Out
baby.
loud.
He
I've
was like,
never heard
baby
you
out
say
the hat.
that.
How do you know that?
Get out of here. So no, we don't cave.
No.
No. It's
Who
not-
answers to him?
She does. She does. She says,
Oh.
"No, I'm just not feeling well." Oh, okay. All right. Cool.
Smooth. Okay, good.
not feeling
good,
well.
Good.
Easy.
Good.
Girls
good,
can get out of
good.
anything by just saying, "Not feeling well."
Yeah. You got a little cramp.
It's quick. What do you mean? It's quick and easy. But like, we didn't even make that big a deal. We walk into the party, and immediately, "You want a drink?" "No, we're okay." "What are you, pregnant?" "I'm just not feeling well." "Oh, okay."
Just got here.
Just got here. Let's keep it pushing. Party starts, right? People are showing up. We're there early. There's only like 7, 8 people there. People are showing up.
Okay.
And we're waiting for her parents to show up too, of course.
Okay.
Right? So we both have stepdads ourselves. So primarily the most important thing is just getting my
Mama.
mom and her mom.
Yep. Mamas.
Because these are the most important women here. So we
And this is a mama's thing, kind of.
yeah, for sure. So we there was a moment where this is the first time that her mom was at my mom's house, and so my mom's just kind of giving her the tour, showing her closets and house. My mom loves to decorate. It's very nice and fancy inside. So a lot of my interior decoration tips will come from my mom. So yeah. My mom really does it. She does it right. So that's why she's just showing her off, right? And we're following behind. And then there's just a moment where there's no one else around. It's just us four there. And so we say, hey, Mom, we got a gift for you. We want to give it to you now. She's like, oh, okay, cool. Yeah. Like, she didn't think anything of it at the point. And then we say, the gift's also for you, to her mom. My mom's
triggered.
like, my mom immediately is like,
Yeah, she's wait, no, she probably didn't. She was probably like, "This is my day."
no. My mom's she's just like, what's going on? Spidey senses are tingling. You know?
Okay.
Like I said, not a lot get past women. They
got
their
that sixth
intuition.
sense. They get that sixth sense.
She's like, what do you mean? What's going on? So then we don't beat around the bush. We just give them the box,
Yep.
open it up, and right there at that moment, my mom sees it. She looks at me. We're both in tears. Immediately.
Were you already in tears
was,
when you hand the box over?
No. It was when she looked at me.
Oh, the eye contact.
She looked, and I could probably tear up now just thinking about it. Yeah. So,
oh, I'm in deep
yeah.
though.
No, don't do that to me. No, it was, she looked at
Told
me.
you I'm Hispanic. That came out of me. I didn't even mean that to happen.
So my mom immediately, we grab onto each other, we're hugging, we're crying, we're just so excited. It was just a special moment to enjoy.
Did you even see
no
what they were doing?
They were the vibes were a little bit more serious over there, and it was like, I don't know, like that's how feelings that might need to be unpacked or whatever. But me and my mom, we're just in cloud nine.
It's also so it's different also because it's like a mom seeing their son, and it's like now the mom feels like she's losing her daughter because
Maybe.
it's like she's becoming that.
I'm not too sure.
So I can see how it could be a little more emotional.
Might need to ask her one day.
Yeah, that would be a good.
Yeah,
that would be a good little.
Yeah, maybe one day ask her about it. But it was definitely a very emotional day. I was very excited, and obviously we bring in our stepdads. We tell them, crying again.
Did your stepdad cry?
Yeah. No, actually, I don't remember.
Okay.
I don't think so.
I
think it was just us four.
Okay.
It was just us four crying.
Because we kind of had to hold it. We hold it down.
I did.
As dads,
I didn't hold it down. I'll be honest.
Well, you weren't the dad yet.
I was bawling my eyes out. It was tears of joy, though. I was excited.
No. Oh, yeah.
But
no.
yeah,
I
it was
you.
like,
I feel you.
To that moment of like, when you're so ready and you like, it happens, like, it's like I don't know how to describe it. It's like a euphoria feeling where.
Oh, yeah. It's beyond you.
Yeah. It's just fine. It feels like my life didn't start until then.
Yeah.
Like, actually. So, it was a big moment. So, before we can go out and tell the party, my mom runs out. I'm about to be a grandma!
Oh, yeah. She's like,
this is her birthday.
This is her day.
It's her moment. All right, Mom, you tell everyone else. That's fine.
She's like, I'm going to be grandma. And her. And her, too.
Yeah.
And her, too.
So it's her big moment. It's her big day. Then we call everyone we need to call. My brothers, my aunts, and all the people in our family. And every single person I call and tell, I'm crying. So I cried the entire day. It was
because it now clicked.
Yeah, it's clicking.
It became real.
It synced in now.
It became real.
It was actually very great to be able to do that and be able to tell both of them at the same time without any suspicion at a good moment. The whole day was great because like we're having a party that day anyways.
Yeah.
And my mom's, it's her birthday, but there's nothing she could ask for more. She's always talked about being a grandma. She said this is the greatest gift I could have gotten her. And I was like, finally, I can beat my brother for son of the year.
Finally. You only held it for 1 year though, probably.
No.
You probably have it a while now.
No, I didn't have it that year because my daughter wasn't born yet. But then when she was born, I think I got it.
And probably
we're gonna have to ask my mom. See, like how many years did I win?
Oh, dude, you had to have the last.
Because my brother's a better son than me. He tries. He calls her every day.
Yeah, but
he watches TV with her. He's her best friend, and I'm like, I love my mom. My mom's my hero. I admire her over everyone else. I don't call like the way he does. I don't include her in every aspect of my life like the way he does.
But you see her more now probably because she watches your daughter.
Yeah, but like since I went on vacation week and a half ago. I haven't seen her since I got back. I
Okay.
haven't seen her once. Mom, where you at?
Let
That's
this
not that
let this be a lesson. Go out
got a
and
show we're
go out
watching,
to
and
see
I-
your mama.
Yeah,
more often.
We got a show we're watching, and she hasn't come over yet. So yeah, that was a great moment to be able
was
to
good.
share that. We had it was great. It was great.
The only thing I made it different with mine was I made it a point to tell my dad first, because my siblings told my mom, and then trickled down to my dad. So I tried to tell my dad first. He's just like me. He doesn't connect puzzles very well. We were like, hey, we got you.
Did you throw it at him?
No, I hit him with the, hey, we got you something. Then he opens it up and it's socks, like baby socks, and he's like, what's these for? And my mom,
These are too small for me.
My mom in the background goes, oh my gosh,
Immediately. Oh yeah.
immediately.
Yeah.
And then my dad goes, what? And she goes, she's
you did,
pregnant. And
you did
my
say
dad goes,
you try to make it a point to tell him first.
I tried to make it a point to tell him first because my sister had children
You
young.
tried.
So
Didn't
the
matter.
mom.
Your mom picked it up immediately.
Immediately. Oh, dude. It barely made it out the box. It barely made it out the box where like the sock
All right, so
came
I'm
out.
gonna pull some socks out of the box.
It was like-
you tell me when she. Okay.
It was like the socks made it. He was like, "What?" And then she said, "Oh my gosh!" Before it even like came completely out. I was like, "Oh my gosh!" Like that. Like she was like on it, and when it connected, we both smiled. I didn't cry. I tried my best not to cry. I only cried one time through the whole thing.
Really.
Yeah, one
the whole
time through the whole
pregnancy?
thing.
Or through that whole day.
Oh no. Does bad moments count as crying? Because I had a lot of complications on a couple things.
Sure.
So I cried when we got the news about something. But the only time I cried at tears of joy was we were doing.
Hold on 1 second. He's starting to groan.
It was near the end. It was near the end too. It was we were getting the ultrasound. We already knew. No, we didn't know it was a boy yet. We were about to find out.
Hey, buddy, we'll play later.
So
1 second. Hold on. Let me get him all covered.
And I think this is when it clicked for me. I think through the whole time it didn't click. I want to say I'm super late when it clicked.
Through the whole pregnancy?
Yeah, because pretty much it didn't seem real. It just seemed like yeah, it's happening. But like when it clicked to me was we were watching the ultrasound and I'm like, "Oh, cool." And then they clicked that 3D ultrasound. And when I saw him nibbling on his umbilical cord and his hands and seeing his eyes and all that, when I saw that, that it overwhelmed me. Like that's what I was
That's
like.
when you cried there?
Oh yeah, and I knew it was a boy already
Okay.
because he flashed himself to us. So like now
I
I
saw that John.
He was ready.
Oh, dude, he was like, they're like, do you guys want to know what it is? And I was like, it's up to you because I was trying to keep it a secret. But she was like, yeah. And before she even said yeah, the lady put the ultrasound was like, oh, and tried to move it away, and I was like, I think that was a penis, and I was 100% correct. That was definitely it. He did a splits. He was actually doing a handstand with the splits. So when they put it, they would try to see his face, but he was already like, hey, y'all. Gotcha. No, but when I saw it, so I already knew it was my son, and then all of a sudden when it did 3D, when I saw his features and see things, I was just like, oh, that's going to be my son.
Yeah.
So you have a boy.
Yeah.
You have a girl.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah,
That's gonna be-
I've got a girl.
Yeah, and they're about 3 months, 4 months.
No,
5
about like
months?
8.
Is it really that late?
Yeah,
Like
yeah,
March?
but they're like, because you said August?
Yeah, August 1st.
What month is August? 8?
8.
That's crazy.
I asked it and I answered it right away. I
It was
just
like-
didn't know.
She's a Leo.
No, mine's August.
What's his?
Mine's a Leo.
February 21st.
Oh, she's like, of course.
So 6 months.
She's
Her
clear.
birthday's
6
coming
months
up.
apart.
And actually, closer to 5 because mine's the first.
But
and
it
yours
should
is at the
be,
end.
but I think they'll be in different grades though.
Yeah. Unless he starts school early. That'll be the only way.
But we'll still be in different school districts though.
Yeah, you're somewhere, and I'm in somewhere else.
You're,
Don't do that.
you're somewhere.
Don't do that.
We'll just cut it there.
Yeah, you're somewhere else. I'm somewhere else.
Somewhere else, yeah. So when we found out the gender, it was we did not enjoy the tech who like showed us the gender. She was, I don't know the correct term for them, but the nurse,
The ultrasound lady.
the ultrasound tech.
Yeah.
She was just very dry the whole time and didn't smile once. And like every other person we interacted with were very excited about this whole process that you're going on as well. And so they're super welcoming. Oh my God, congratulations. Usually the first thing you hear.
Yep.
Congratulations.
Dude, don't you feel like really good about yourself as a dad? Like,
Yeah, I loved it.
They were like hyping you up.
They're
like,
so
"Good
excited
job.
every time you
You're
see
so
it."
And it's like, yeah, I did that.
it's so
I did that.
You know, it's like it's our first. You know,
Yeah.
like we're excited.
Dude,
It's
they,
I listen. I was only there for half of it. You know what I'm saying? Like it takes two to tango. And give it up for her. You know what I'm saying? Give it up for her. You know what I mean?
Oh, dude.
So
I
yeah,
feel
it was.
good.
I've enjoyed everyone I talked to, except the person who was supposed to show us the gender. She just barely said hi to us.
That's weird.
And I'm not trying to complain. It's just like.
No, her job
It made
is
me
probably to be the most important.
Yeah, it just made me feel a bit uncomfortable with her vibe and stuff. And so
At least did she give you a high like, hey, it's a girl?
No. So my daughter's mom was laying down with her stomach out, right? Has
That jelly.
She's putting the gel on it.
That
the
jelly.
Please.
Yo.
Please, I got a story to get through. The jelly, yeah.
That jelly.
I'm not gonna continue if we keep doing this.
Okay. It's just the jelly. Okay, but they put it on the stomach. I got it.
Continue.
I got you.
Yeah, they put the jelly on her, and so she's just moving the little machine around, right? And we're just trying to figure it out what's going on, and we're watching. And actually, we're not even watching. We're kind of just holding each other's hands. We're kind of looking at each other.
Oh, you guys way different than us.
Yeah, we were.
I was holding her like it was like
No, yeah, we were kind of
like
mostly
my life was depending on this.
looking at each other. Then at a point, my head down because we did want to know the gender beforehand, and so the lady's just doing it, and she just. I'm gonna reenact it. This is how she tells us, right? Exactly. Why did he know?
I got you. I've been here.
Here's the-
Oh my god.
So
No, that's
stop.
It was cold.
The jelly is cold. The jelly.
The jelly was cold. Okay.
So he's going, and this is why. It's a girl.
Oh my.
No way.
Yeah, so disrespectful.
Oh, if I was your.
That was a big moment for us.
No way.
She just like, it's a girl.
It's a girl.
No,
It's
and then
not
went
a-
right back to
it's a
work. She looked over. She said it's a girl. She looked back and went straight back to work. Started typing, and then she's like, "The doctor will be in soon," and then left.
Shut up. Did she give you pictures at least?
That was very.
We did get
rude.
pictures.
Okay.
We did get pictures. That's
That
like,
was rude.
yeah, she was so rude about it.
What
No way. She was just like, it's a girl.
I got a witness.
Dude, that's.
What the hospital? Okay. Look at this start up here, right?
I was at Metro. They were hyping me up. They're like,
We're
good
at Metro
job.
too. We're at Metro too.
Oh, no.
I feel like someone just had a bad
I
day.
had such a good one because she was like,
I said everyone else was great. It was that one time we went. We're like, oh, like, what's up with your vibe?
oh
right
no,
now?
this lady was laughing. She's like, he's on his head. He's doing a handstand.
Gave it to y'all.
Oh, she was
Yeah.
laughing. She was laughing the whole time. She was
I
having a great
wish.
time. Where,
So, did you want a girl beforehand?
yeah, kind of. Yeah.
Okay.
I
To be
always
honest,
leaned
I
into
was a
it.
bit undecided. I wasn't too sure about what I wanted.
You're
That's
lucky,
why I said
though.
I was fine with whatever. And then I'm pretty sure my daughter's mom wanted a son, right?
Yeah.
But we weren't ready for a son, mostly because we already had the daughter's name picked out. You know, when you find out you're pregnant, you're like, obviously a lot of things are running through your mind, but baby names are one of the first things that come up right away.
Yep.
Right? If we're having a boy, we're naming them this. If we're having a girl, we're naming them this.
Yeah.
Right? And for something just kept preventing us from agreeing on a boy's name. We both didn't like our own options that we decided, like the names that we picked out, and definitely didn't like anyone else's. It was kind of like, I kind of like this, but then when someone else would say something, you're like, ew, gross.
Nope, I get you.
Don't you dare. My son will never be called that. It's disgusting. But so we couldn't agree on something, but we definitely knew our daughter's name way before. Like, it was almost instantaneously.
Yeah, it was
Her
like-
3 names were just immediately
You're like, so let's think of girls' names.
to the point.
Boom, boom, boom. Yep,
Yeah,
that's it.
to the point we immediately agreed on them. because it was a name that she chose. Her first name was what she chose. My daughter's name is Jolene.
Jolene.
I
Yes.
was gonna ask.
Yes.
You guys didn't mind.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's fine. That's fine.
Mine's Steven.
He's
he
a
carries,
junior.
He carries.
Yeah.
So I'm named after my dad, my grandfather, and my other grandfather. He's named after his dad, his grandfather.
So you're not a
and
junior?
his 2 great grandfathers. No, I'm not a junior.
Okay, you just have the same first name.
Just for the same first
Okay.
name.
Yeah.
So
But I have a junior now.
now you have a
Does he
junior.
have a middle name?
Michael Lee. He carries on both my grandfather's names, just like I did.
Okay.
Yeah. My daughter's
That's my
middle name
boy.
is Jacqueline
My little
because
boy.
it's the name of my mom and my daughter's mom's mom.
Wow.
Yeah, both of her grandmas are named Jacqueline. So obviously, middle name
That
done.
was easy.
Easy
Yeah.
picked out.
Sealed.
And then she has my last name, of course.
That's awesome. Signed,
Yeah,
sealed,
yeah.
delivered right there.
Right away. And so we immediately agreed on her name. Like, we didn't have to argue about it. When she said Jolene, that was like what she had. And it's for anyone wondering, it is exactly from Dolly Parton. She's a huge Dolly Parton
I
fan.
almost said Jolene.
Yeah, please stop.
Jolene.
We can't pay for the samples. we're not
Trust me, that was far off key. That was so far off key. I don't think
we
they can distort
cannot
it to make it sound like her.
we cannot clear the rights on these songs.
Oh, but that's awesome.
Yeah, so that was where it came from. I immediately was all down for it, and middle name and last name just immediately fell into place. So we were done. And so once we found out we had a girl, we looked at each other. We're like, it makes sense. Yeah, we weren't ready for a boy.
Yep.
Just simple enough. Like, we didn't have a name picked out. We would going back and forth. I was arguing with my mom about what a boy's name should be. Yeah. So yeah, it was a lot. My mom was
How old are they now?
how old?
Mine's
they
a
now?
year and 4 months.
Mine's a year and 10 months. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Our kids are still young.
Very
Our
young.
kids are still young. So
Very
if we, hopefully we can continue doing this podcast. Hopefully we'll be able to keep bringing you guys stories and bring you updates on what's going on with them.
Yeah.
Right now we're entering toddler stages.
Yeah.
We're walking for the first time. We're gonna hopefully start doing potty training soon.
You guys are getting to know them.
Oh, my
Yeah, seeing their personality. My daughter's kind of a jerk sometimes.
No, my
For real,
my
man.
my son is so chill if mom's not around. If mom's around, that's all he wants. So, he's a jerk too.
My daughter's the quietest. My daughter doesn't cry like ever. She don't ever cry. I can leave her alone. I can be with her. It doesn't matter. She just doesn't cry. What I don't like is how unaffectionate she is. Just like how you said, girls are so affectionate.
Yeah.
Not my daughter.
Oh.
She could.
It sounds like she gets that from you.
Do you show affection?
Are all you here for some other reason that I'm unaware of? Is this some kind of intervention?
Welcome to intervention. Plot twist.
Sounds like you have a problem. Why don't you show enough love, Naz?
No,
Wow.
she's still young. Steven doesn't show it.
Yeah, no. And this is.
Not like that.
Yeah, no. And
Steven doesn't show it either.
Yeah.
Well, to his mommy does. He
They're
doesn't show it to
so
me.
young that like I make jokes about it, but genuinely like they're still young. Their emotions and their personalities are gonna change every day. My daughter has been grabbing my hand a lot more recently.
Oh, that's dope.
She's been coming up and running up to me for a hug.
No,
especially,
really?
Especially because she knows that I twist her around, so she runs directly in my arms and she laughs. She's smiling the whole time. So yeah, I joke about it, but most of it's she's still young. She's very young. She's not even 2 yet, so we have a long time to see where her personality takes her and stuff. So I'm real excited for the journey.
Mine acts just like me. Like when I tell stories, because things that because I ain't gonna lie, he bothers me. Like there's moments he definitely tries me. I'm not gonna sugarcoat it. I'm not gonna say my son is the heaven sent, because that boy has a lot of
My daughter's 7 cents.
problem. No. mine has issues.
I'm going on record now telling you, if she ever sees this in the future, always from the beginning.
And Steven, if you ever see this in the future, just know that you tried your dad already once. Don't do it again. No,
This is your one warning.
your one warning. If you're a teenager hearing this, just know you're past the age to try me again.
Well past the age.
Well past. I'm telling
You don't get a second chance.
And the worst part is I call my mom and I try to explain to my mom what he's doing, and she's like, that's you. That's you all over again. And I was like, I was a good kid. She goes,
I'm tired
"No, you
of
weren't."
that's
She goes, I love you.
One
but
of the
no,
things
you
I
weren't.
hate is talking to my mom about yo, Jolene's doing this. She's like, that's what you used to do. All right, what
Oh, I asked my
I
mom.
hate getting that
I
response.
flat out asked my mom. I said, "Hey, so what did you do?" She goes, "I don't know. You gotta figure it out."
Yeah, what's up with that?
I was like,
Give
"So
me
you just-"
some tips.
I was like, "So you just let me go through it?" And she's like, "Yeah, you outgrew it one day." I said, "That's not cool." I was like, "How old was I?" She goes,
listen,
"I
it's
don't
a blessing to be able to actually be able to ask your mom, ask
Yeah, oh,
your
yeah.
dad for
I have-
tips on
I
raising
can
your
ask
own
my-
children.
I can ask
Definitely.
my grandmother too. Like
Oh,
I'm
yeah,
blessed.
yeah. My
I'm
grandma- yep.
blessed beyond
But
your
sometimes
wildest
it's
dreams.
annoying
It
because
is.
you don't give me the advice I want sometimes.
Oh,
And once again, thank you guys for stopping by to the Now We're Dads podcast. Please check out our social medias, TikTok, Instagram, Twitter. You know the deal. If you guys are watching the video version, please like and subscribe down below. And while you're down there, please leave a comment and tell us what you guys think of the show so far. If instead you're on the audio version on Spotify or Apple Podcasts or any other platform, please rate the show 5 stars to push us up the algorithm. My name is Nazareth, and I'm joined here with my co-host, Steven. And finally, now we're dads.